Hi, I'm Reagan LaPray, and this is my persuasive speech. Here are my note cards. Did you know that almost 50% of teens have at least one mental disorder? This statistic is shared by the article, Transforming the Understanding and Treatment of Mental Illnesses, published by the website National Institute of Mental Health in 2021. Mental health is one of the most deadly health issues, especially in teens. Recently on the news, there has been a lot of controversy over whether or not mental health should be taught about in schools. In my speech, I am going to discuss why it is so essential for mental health to be taught in schools because it could help lower the rates of suicide in children, is more deadly than other health issues discussed in schools, and can improve students' academic abilities. Suicide is the third leading cause of death for people between the ages of 10 and 24, and 90% of those people who committed suicide had an underlying mental disorder. This statistic is shared by the article, Why Mental Health Should Be Taught in Schools, published by the website Brain Forest Centers in 2018. According to the article, Mental Illness Policy, almost 50% of people with mental disorders never receive any treatment. Suicide rates in young people are so high because they most likely don't even know they have a mental illness, so they never get treatment and they don't get better. Teaching about mental health in schools can expose students to the symptoms of mental disorders, which could help them recognize if they are suffering from one. If more kids start learning about mental health, they can recognize signs of mental disorders in themselves and their friends, which would hopefully lead them to get treatment. If more people start getting the treatment they need, the amount of suicide in children would decrease drastically. Not only would learning about mental health in schools decrease suicide in children, but it is also one of the most dire health issues. 8 million people die each year due to mental health, compared to 2.8 million people who die each year from obesity. This means that almost 3 times more people die every year due to poor mental health than obesity. Even so, children are taught about proper nutritional health and physical health in school, but not mental health, even though it is so much more deadly. It would only make sense for mental health to be added into the curriculum. Now you understand that teaching mental health in schools would lower the suicide rates in children and what an important health issue it is. But did you know that adding mental health into the curriculum would also increase the students' investment in education in schools? Teaching about mental health and helping students with their mental health in schools can improve the students academically. 60% of high school students with mental disorders never graduate. This statistic is shared by the article Promoting Student Mental Health, published by the website Accredited Schools online in 2021. Supports the theory that improving mental health in students will also increase education and graduation percentages. Improving mental health in students can also benefit their success in schools because it will make it easier for them to concentrate and get their work done. Mental disorders can make concentration harder, memory worse, and increase procrastination, and even heighten the use of drugs and alcohol. If students learn and better their mental health, they will also exceed academically. Essentially, teaching about mental health in schools would not only benefit students, but the entire education system. It will lower the suicide rates in children and better the education of students. This is why it is necessary to teach about mental health in schools. Thank you.